Top of the morning to you. This is who we are, right? And we're here to talk about sine bars, all right? But this here, we all know what that is. That's a conventional sine bar, all right? Usually used on a surface plate, you know, you put gauge blocks under it to get the angle you want. Just trying to get your head going in the right direction. Now we're talking about a different type of sine bar, all right? We're talking about a Lathe compound sine bar. What the hell's the difference, all right? Well, this Lathe compound sine bar does just what it says. It goes on a Lathe compound, all right? There's a box that comes in. Let me pull it out. See these two pins? Exactly 4 inches on center, just like a 4-inch sine bar. You see these 3 spots? Rare earth magnets, powerful as hell. You see these 4 tapped holes? Those are for jacking screws. I'll turn it around. 4 jacking screws, 3 rare earth magnets. I'm going to put it, let me get this out of the way. I'm going to put this on the compound, on the side of the compound. God, see it? That holds real good. Let me elaborate here on how good it holds. Like any sine bar, you got to get a gauge height. Gauge height is what the amount that you shim one side up on. I just took this adjustable parallel, and for demonstration purposes, let's assume that the height of that parallel is the gauge block height that you want. You take it here, you take your sine bar, tip it away. I'm going to show you how good this holds. Yeah. All right. I'm going to lay a 3/8 tool bit on it just to show you it's not going to fall. See it? Holds the weight of that tool bit. Let me pull it out. You'll see that it's a struggle to get it out. All right? Just making a point. Let me put this thing back in the box. See that? That would go in a toolbox nice and neatly. All right?
All right.
All right. When we're talking about precise angles, sine bars are something that you want. If somebody gave you a drawing and gave you a digital angle like this here. See what that says? The angle 1.4307 degrees from the center line. How would you do it? You know what I mean? The graduations on the compound are not graduated. You can't just dial it in, you're gonna need an indicator. You know, no matter what method you use, they're all complicated and cumbersome and time-consuming. Let me start with a few props here. You see this? That's a Morse. That's a number 2 Morse taper. Male. Tang. You see the tang on the end? All right. The inside here. Number 2 Morse taper. See the slot here? When the tang is in there, that's for a knockout. That's for a knockout drift. That goes in there like so. You see it? Let me do a little demonstration for you. You see this thing? Ball bearing center. There's a problem. When I put that in there, the taper doesn't extend long enough to put this drift in and knock it out. If I whack that in there, the only way I can get it out is by hammering on this to pop it out. That's kind of like Bush League. You don't want to do that. You end up with more hickeys on this than a gang of whores. All right? Problem number 2. Number 2 Morse taper, carbide tip, same problem. You put this in there, you see it doesn't extend through the slot. How do you get that out? Another, well, whatever, you gotta beat the shit out of it by some other method. We took the liberty of making a number 2 Morse taper. See this here? As a matter of fact, this is a clone of that drawing, but the part is longer. You see it? The tape is longer, so that it will extend. Now let me just show you. Now that sucker's in there, right? If you want to get it out, you notice it extends into the area where the tang is, right? Now you can put a drift in there and knock it out. See the drift? Right? The drift is not like this or like that. It's dead. Why is it sit across perpendicular at right angles? Because I put a 9-degree angle on the end of it here. You see that 9 degrees? This drift has a 9-degree angle. When you put the 9-degree angle against it, it hits evenly all across. When you tap it, it pushes it out. You understand? So let me show you. You notice? That drift is 90, it's at right angles to the axis of that stuff. Now I gotta get it out, hang on. I hate to hit on this, son of a bitch. All right, you see it? Now why is this diameter smaller than that? Because I don't want this drift to create lumps and hickeys here. It's only, so you don't end up with a whole bunch of a mess. Let me do it again for you. All right? Again. You see how nice that drift is? Because the angle of the drift and the angle on the end of the taper is exactly the same. Voila, how does he do it? The man's got more moves than X-Lax. All right, the purpose of this is we want to make sure, we want to qualify the compound. What the hell does that mean? We want to make sure the side of this compound runs dead parallel to the movement. Right now I've indicated it. I'm going to show you that the compound is straight, and then I'm going to show you that the movement is parallel to the compound. Now watch the dial. There we go. I'm on 0. Yeah. The side of the compound is nice and straight. It doesn't move like a snake. Let me do it once more. that's nice and straight. Now I'm gonna lock the carriage. Well, first of all, let me just see something. Yeah. Wait a minute. I'm right at the end of the stroke. I got the carriage locked. The only thing that's going to move now is the compound. Let's see if the movement is parallel. The hell am I doing? What an asshole. I went the wrong way. Let me get down here. Carriage is, the only thing moving now is the compound. You can see that it's nice and, the movement's nice and smooth and nice and straight. I'm gonna move it to the limit. That's as far as it'll go. The amount of taper we're gonna cut is about half the length of the movement, so we're in good shape, you can see it. And go till it bottoms. So as far as I'm concerned, that compound movement is parallel to the side of the movement. It's parallel to the movement. What the hell's the matter with me? Now I'm going to put, this is qualified, I'm going to put the sine bar on and qualify it. All right, now I'm going to make sure that the sine bar is parallel to the side of the compound to qualify the sine bar. Let me do it once more. That's nice and parallel. Okay. Here's the piece we showed you that we turned off camera, the number 2 Morse taper. I got a few more here to try it. I'm operating out a set of board jaws. This way here we can do multiples at the same setting. Let me do this. See how it's running? Now, let me bring it away from the chuck. Pretty close. All right? Now I'm going to put another one in. These are all roughed out, but I'll show you. Here's another critter. This is roughed out. No taper on it. You can see it running pretty close. All right, see it? As I go down, doesn't change a hell of a lot. I got a couple more. Let me do one more just to give you an idea which way the wind's blowing. Where the hell is it? running pretty close. You see it? It's a little wavy down the end, but we haven't got the finished cut on it. When I'm done, it'll be dead true. All right? Let me see, I got one more. I always make a bunch because I end up screwing up. See it? Not bad. All right, I'm going to set this sine bar on the compound. All right? I'm showing you the gauge height. I don't have gauge blocks to the height I want. The height is 0.09987, just shy of 100 thousandths. I'm going to use the number 39 drill. You see what's in back of it? Zigzag paper. Why am I using that? Because it's thin. See this? See what that says? Zigzag. Ultra thin. Alright? So the combination of the drill and the zigzag paper gives you see what I am there? Just shy of 100 thousandths. You see it? I'm going to stick that between the side of the compound and the sine bar. All right. See the paper? It's tight. What I've done now is I've loosened the compound and dialed it to about 1.5 degrees. That'll get me somewhere in there. The compound can be tapped to go back and forth. I'm going to indicate this and tap it till I get it straight, right? And then I'll tighten up the compound. Okay, let's go. Okay, gentlemen, start your engines. I can see it better from here. Getting there. And we dot it up. I'm gonna go down. Leave it up here. Just a hair. That looks good to me. Now I'm going to tighten it out, tighten up the compound, and then double check it. All right, let's... Just to make sure. All right. Like they say in Tinseltown, that's a wrap. I will show you how to do the trig You don't have to be an ace at trigonometry. You don't even have to know shit about it. Alright? This app is going to do it for you. You can learn this trig in a few minutes. Follow the mouse. Trigonometry calculator, right triangle. What the hell is a right triangle? You see, follow the mouse. See that little square in the corner of that triangle? That signifies that this side here and this side are 90 degrees apart. Alright? That's considered a right triangle. This app is going to give you what you want. Now let's take a notice. You've got letters here, lowercase and uppercase. See the lowercase? A. A signifies this side, B signifies that side, C signifies that side, which is the sign, all right? The uppercase letters, A, B, and C, are the angles on the interior of that triangle, all right? So now I'm going to do the calculation for our 4-inch sine bar, all right? C is the sign, lowercase c. See it right here? We got a 4-inch sine bar. A, I know the angle. That's all you need is 2 pieces of information. When I hit calculate, it's going to fill in all the others. You see that? 0.09987. Sound familiar? Okay, now I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. Now that my compound's set correctly, I'm showing you what I'm going to do in the lathe. I have board soft jaws, right? I put it in the soft jaws, everything runs true, right? See this red? Okay, let me show you this. I'm going to show you, by knowing what radius you got here, you can cut this angle, all right? That happens to be a 32 thousandths radius. I'm going to show why it matters. Using that 32 thousandths radius, I'm going to turn a straight diameter. That red line indicates a straight diameter. What diameter do I have to turn? Diameter 0.6944, 695, whatever. Alright? Once I get that diameter turned, obviously my compound is in a position so I can pull it back. Alright? And I'll end up cutting this taper here, right here. See where the mouse is? Okay, guys, it's crunch time. Let me go through the motions for you. As you can see, I'm dialing my compound. I dial it right to the end where it stops. It can't go any further. This way here, I can't overshoot it when I'm going up the angle. All right? I made this obnoxious setup here. This is dialed forward. This is at the limit. Now I go over here to my carriage, put it right on the 0. It's already set. Now I'm locking the carriage. The only thing that's going to move now is the cross slide and the compound. All right? What I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn a straight, well, no, disregard what I just said. I'm going to turn a straight diameter to the 0. 695 is the diameter. That is 695. Let's see if the camera can read this. I don't know if you can see that, but I'm going to pick it up and hopefully the camera will see it. There it is, a hair over 695. Now for the next one, all right? All right. We finished polishing these number 2 Morse tapers off camera for the sake of time. Here they are. I call them the triplets. You see them? They kind of look alike. All right? Let me show you how they fit. Sleeve, Morse taper. I just put it in by hand. Not even, I can't get, see it? By hand it goes in. Jesus Christ, it fits good. Hang on for a second. I'm gonna whack it in. All right? You notice that the tape extends into the slot. Here's the drift. You notice the drift is at right angles to the axis of that sleeve, all right? All right, now I'm gonna knock it out. Let's do number 2. Again, see it? Again, you can see in there. Again, here we go. There they are, the triplets. That's how they fit. All right? Now I'm going to show you the, let me get these out of the way. We're now going to show you different size sine bars that we're going to offer. All right? We haven't put labels on them yet or anything, but let me start here. I'll go from the smallest to the largest. Hang on. There they are. We didn't put labels on the packages or anything. But you can see the one on the left, that's a 3-inch sine bar. The one on the right, that's a 6-inch sine bar. The one on the left is a 4-inch sine bar. The one on the right is a 5-inch sine bar. Well, you know, obviously different size compounds, right? We're hoping that if the production math is favorable, we hope to sell them for $150 per unit, free shipping in the lower 48 states. But that remains to be seen. All right? Thank you. All right. By the way, if any of you viewers are interested in getting a copy of this drawing, what you can do is send me an email. Let me bring this up. You see my email address? Down the bottom here. Got my phone number, my fax. Send me an email or contact me any way you want. Give me your email address and I'll send you a JPEG. What you can do is you can print it up and you can have your own copy and possibly make one if you're interested. All right? All right, see ya.